Now here's your host, James Trashy.
This is James Trashy, and you're watching Trash Talk, episode 000000003. And today we have a special guest. Can you guess who it is? I'll give you some time. Time's up. His initials are Mike B. Actually, his name is Mike B, and I just gave you the answer. So without any further ado, let's bring out the special guest, Mr. Mike B.
With all names aside, you might remember me from that guy you used to call. That guy who used to be your homie. But I never stopped doing those things that made you my homie. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to do this show. I'm going to be Ed McMahon to the Trash Man. And I'm going to smoke my blunts. I'm going to drink my beer and do my drugs. And there's nothing you could do but write in about how much you hate it. And that makes me faded.
For this episode of Trash Talk, the topic will be... I forgot what the topic was. For this episode of Trash Talk, the trashy topic is a tribute. But not just any tribute, a tribute to the best police department in the entire fucking world. It's a tribute to the Torrance Police Department. The best department in the entire world. What haven't they done for you? Have they not served? Have they not protected you? For instance, remember that time you need to get arrested? And they were the first ones there.
You remember that?
I remember that.
I can't believe that. You remember that, and you remember that you were there for me, and you approached them, and you just moved them along to take me away, and
when I fought, they were so kind to tase me, dude. That was totally cool.
I deserved to be in the drunk tank.
I even told them, like, don't tase me, bro, and they automatically knew when I said that I meant please tase me, bro, and they did it. And I was like, dude, thanks. They gave me a ticket. I was going like 42 and a 40. And they gave me a ticket for just $20. But, just help out the city. And I was like, you know what, guys? You're doing a good job out there. I thought after that day, I'm going to go home and start doing push-ups, shave my head bald. I'm going to become a fucking cop.
A right hand, you got a left hand, you got a badge to do anything you want. And I've been trying for a while now to, get my license to stomp. I've been trying to get my license to give random people pissing on public tickets, 'cause I like that.
I actually tried to be a Torrance cop a couple years ago, and you have to do a driving test. And I was like, I was sober, I was totally calm, driving around. I thought I aced it, but they said I wasn't drunk enough. Let me practice my Torrance cop look.
Yeah. T-P-D.
I felt like a prick.
Yeah.
Prick. Hardcore prick. I don't know. That's what I was hoping for. That's my goals. That's my dreams. Let me know how it is.
Well, we've gone through what we've gone through. We've lived in our society. We live in LA. And, be it a suburb, be it not. We live in LA. And there's things that happen. And you could be a person who's afraid to come out of your house at night, in the day. You could be one of those people who avoid conflict in all ways. But because we don't avoid conflict, we go out and do our thing. We have to know how to protect ourselves, how to stay out of trouble, how to do things, how to live our lives and not end up in jail that night. That's
a really hard thing to do because I tell you, being James Trashy, man, you're guilty when you walk out the door. It's unbelievable the kind of bullshit that you have to deal with in the city of Torrance. Not that the Torrance Police Department has ever done anything wrong because those guys are just perfect.
Yeah.
They pay me to tell you that, by the way.
Right.
But despite that,
Every time we both needed them, they've been there, right?
They've always been there.
You remember those times?
They've always served. They've always protected
when
me.
TPD was there for us, you know? Like, you remember that? Yeah. We love them, you know? They've done everything. They've done everything that we've ever asked.
Anything and everything you could possibly ask for, they do for you.
You know, our city is safe because of them.
They have done so much for me. They've done so much for you on countless of times. We got the rap sheets to show it. You know, so how could you possibly have a problem with the Torrance PD? How could you not possibly respect the Torrance PD? This is a tribute because we love you guys.
It's almost like an ode. And the Torrance PD, you know, they've always been there. And James, you know, his whole presentation tonight.
Growing up.
He's let you know how they've been there for him. They've been there for me.
Every time we need to get arrested, they're always there.
But like, I've drank a little too much. I've done a little too much, and they've been there to just, you know, be there. And
who's the first ones to be there?
They were.
When you didn't do nothing wrong, and you thought you might have done something wrong. Who's the first ones there? It's the Torrance PD. They're right there to say, hey, we think you broke the law. Why don't you come with me?
I don't conform to society. I don't like what the police are doing. I don't like how we're being profiled, discriminated against. People in general who can't wear certain clothes, who can't dress a certain way, who can't walk down a certain street because of who they are, because of the way people judge. You know, like, whether we want to believe it or not, the city we live in suburbs, people can say all they want, but, like, guess what? Our situation is not normal, and we've been doing everything we can our whole lives to avoid it. We've learned from high school, to get out of school, to get anywhere we can. We've learned how to beat the system. And all we do these days is learn how to beat the bigger guy, the bigger system, the guy who's out there to make my life miserable, because all I'm trying to do is go out there and live. James is going out there to live. We're all trying to just live and be us.
It's funny. It's funny because, you know, you see a lot of these cops. They're my age, your age, and you can tell they just want to bust somebody so bad. Unfortunately, they're on the Torrance Police Department.
If you do run patrol in Torrance, guess what? Go ahead and hit up Lawndale. Go ahead and hit up Carson. Hit up Hawthorne. There's no jurisdiction anymore. You could be there. You can handle it. So stop messing around with people, non-violent criminals. Our jails are full of non-violent offenders. When we got people who rape, murder, hurt, kill, and assault everyone in the world.
I'm not going to murder that Torrance cop, but we will continue on. Dude, if I see your cop car, it pretty much ruins my day, but I try to ignore it. But I can see them with their fucking shades on, like, boom, saw you, or let's bust at you. Yeah. Those guys are fucking jokes.
They're not even qualified to be police officers that constantly eat donuts. You know, like the spot on Torrance and Anza, they don't even accept. They can't even buy donuts there because they've been such a disgrace to everything that they've been about. But we're here for a reason, and it might be to make fun of you, but at the same time, it's also to show that you're a bunch of jerk-offs and you do nothing besides make our lives miserable. And you can go back to the donut shop you're from and eat a glazed donut.
Oh, come on. They do more than that.
Yeah?
They give tickets over there on Anza and fucking Sepulveda.
Yeah.
They do all kinds of stuff. Like, come on. When has a Torrance cop not helped you out?
Well, you know what? I did pay that ticket the other day. That was, you know, you're right. I did write that check out to the TPD.
That one time when you need to get arrested, weren't they the first one to go down there and fucking swear you right?
They did. Yeah.
God damn it, I was speeding. I needed to be punished. I needed a ticket. And if you think you're above a ticket, then I think you need to look in the mirror and realize, who raced you? You're breaking the law.